Hello lovely Pisces, welcome to your November 2022 love and general reading. I'm Gemstone Tarot. This is for you if you are Pisces and Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross-watching, doesn't matter. Everyone's welcome. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does resonate and also leave me a comment and let me know always. If it turns out to really be your life story, there will be an extended reading at the end and you can jump onto that. The link is always the first one in the description box. Okay, Pisces. I'm going to take a couple of cards for where you're at right now. Okay, nice. Let's have a looky see. I'm just going to flip the camera so we can see. Okay, Pisces, these are very Piscean, aren't they? You see the whole imagery, the kind of like the floatiness, all of the sea that we've got here. I love these cards. Lightseer's Tarot, so beautiful. Okay, Pisces, here we are letting go of something, but I'll tell you what I'm also getting from this, which is a very Piscean thing to kind of feel, is that you're letting go and holding on to something at the same time. Now, of course, Pisces, the symbol for you, or for us, because I'm one too, is two fish going in opposite directions, like this. And there's always one pulling one way, and usually one in opposition to it. Pisces is a dual feminine sign, and you can hold two things at once, and very often you do. Pisces often has two jobs, two thoughts at once, very good at holding two sides of an argument without needing to be right or wrong in particular. Pisces is all about the kind of grey area. It's just where Pisces swims. So there's something here indicating to us Pisces that there is something to let go of, and that indeed you are in a process of, in fact, letting it go, but at the same time you need to recognise that some strings are attached. And maybe that's okay, you know, things aren't as clear cut as, well, I've let it go and now I've drawn a line and there's nothing more to do with it. How often in life is that ever the case? How often in nature does it work that way? I would almost say never. And then next to it, we've got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about connection. It's about connecting with people, connecting with friends. It can be taking a relationship to the next level. So it can be taking a relationship from friendship to romantic, or from a romantic connection to an exclusive connection or commitment. I like this energy for you, this Three of Cups, because there's something here about a growth of a relationship, a growth of love and a growth of sparkle, but also having certain responsibilities to yourself, okay? It's almost a double-edged sword, but Pisces, you're a double-edged fish. That's just all there is to it. Okay, another card. Then we get for you the Ace of Pentacles. There's a concentration here, it could be to do with earth signs as well. We've got Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo energy coming in here. But there's a concentration on what you can grow. And I would go so far as to say, Pisces, that this is probably turning into next year, into 2023, where your thoughts are turning in terms of relationships, in terms of what you're doing for career, in terms of your life, the seeds that you're sowing, the things that you're doing. When you get the Ace of Pentacles, there's a very strong emphasis on whether this has roots. If you look at this card, you can see literally that this card has roots. This card has roots. The person in it is planting something. They've got soil on their fingers. It's going to grow. So this is about things in your life that are going to be worth it. that are going to be worth investing in, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, spiritual, or financial. It's all about that. And the way that you get to this is through connection. I mean, the way that Pisces gets to anything normally is through connection anyway. I like that. It's a very stabilizing card for you, Pisces. Oof, the head scratcher. Okay, Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius. Quite an un-Piscean energy, but you can of course be a Pisces who has Venus in Aquarius. I am a Pisces who has Venus in Aquarius. This is a disruptor card. It's a number 5. It's the energy of not knowing, or somebody not knowing. No, they do know. Not wanting to say how they feel about something. So very often in the Rider-Waite version of this card, you get somebody who's on the battlefield and there's loads of swords and there's loads of people who've been in battle, and they're going around, they're picking up the swords and collecting them as if they had won the fight when they weren't actually fighting. So with the Five of Swords, we've got the energy here of somebody just not coming forward. They're scratching their head. It's all up in their head. You may be involved with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very often Pisces is involved with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or fire signs sometimes too. And there's somewhat of a mystery about this. There's something that isn't forthcoming that should be. Let's have a look. Oh, hold on to your purse, Pisces. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Literally, I love this card. It's a very good version of the Four of Pentacles. So this woman is holding on to her purse. And she looks quite clear about it. She looks quite defiant and quite, that's my purse and I'm holding on to it, isn't it? So emotionally, it's about holding on to your purse. It certainly has been up to this point, I think. But also, there's a steadying influence with this Ace of Pentacles. The universe wants you, Pisces, to be, I don't want to say more selfish because I don't mean it that way. Less sharey. Pisceans are very sharey. It's like you share energy with people and you receive energy from people, almost whether you like it or not, Pisces. Think of yourself as quite porous. And this is the joy and the benefit and the gift of Pisces to the rest of the zodiac. But the toll that it takes on you can be quite difficult to bear, okay? So the universe is saying to you, just row back a little. You know, if we're talking here about being on the boat, row back a little in a situation that you're in, because, and this sounds like a terrible transactional statement, but the more that you give, the less you're going to receive. And that is all very well and good, and it feels very, nice and glitter and unicorns and unconditional love. But the universe is just giving you a little warning there, Pisces, which Pisces needs now and again. That we have an eclipse. We have two eclipses. We have one on the 25th of October. We have one on the 8th of November. And we're kind of going to be in the energy between these. And things are being rearranged. They're being shuffled about. They're being realigned. And the universe is just wanting you to keep your hand on your purse, to keep your money safe, to keep your investments safe, to keep your heart safe. And that doesn't mean to be cautious or bitchy or, withdrawn or anything like that. It's just very healthy boundaries. And if in doubt, think about keep my hands on my purse. Literally. Let's open that up a little bit more for you, Pisces. Oof. Excuse the drilling, someone's drilling down the road. If you watch my dailies, you'll know that there's never a moment when someone isn't drilling down my road. Okay, we get the Death card, Scorpio. So the eclipse that we have on the 25th of October is a new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. That is the energy that we're dealing with, Scorpio energy. It's the kind of energy, well, they call it here death and rebirth. If you see on this card, death and rebirth. It's the energy of renewal, but at the same time, it's the energy of really making a change to something and not being able to do it in half measures. And as we're in Scorpio season, and Scorpio is a fellow water sign, albeit quite different, I think, to Pisces, but still a fellow water sign, this is going to have the effect of making you do a lot of reckoning this month, Pisces, which is a good thing. It's like you're taking inventory of what's going on in your life, how you are financially. Because often, well, I heard, who was it? Genevieve Davis in her book said, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So how you behave with money is how you behave with love. Everything has a knock-on effect. So Pisces, the universe is saying to you, whatever aspect of your life this is, sorry, I'm just rearranging my hot water bowl here. Whatever aspect of your life this is, you are in saving and investment mode, whichever way. And those savings and investments are designed to benefit you. I rather like that, Pisces, because I know that a lot of Pisceans are very open books, and that it's very difficult for a Piscean to close the cover sometimes because, I don't know why. I am a double Pisces and I know that that's a fact. But the death and rebirth card is telling us that with the eclipses, there are going to be big changes. And these changes are going to kind of realign how you give and how you receive in all areas of your life. And I think it's a massive step in the right direction. It just might feel a little bit alien. Yes. So now we have the Chariot. This looks glorious. I mean, look at those two together and the colours. So beautiful. So we've got Cancerian energy coming in now, and also the Chariot. We've got the Fool is riding the Chariot, and we've got two horses which are kind of looking at going in different directions. They're looking at breaking out into different directions. Now, being a Pisces, normally what you would say with the Chariot is choose one direction or the other. So if it was a relationship, it's like stay or go. If it was a job, it's, plow on with the job and enjoy it, or leave the job and get a different one. But we are dealing with you, Pisces, and I think what's going to happen here is a strange phenomenon that shouldn't really happen. And if you watch my daily channel, I'm always saying not to do it. You're going to need to ride two horses with one arse. And that means some uncertainty for a while. Often we live, we want, when we're doing a tarot reading, very often we want a tarot reader to tell us certainties. What I'm telling you here, Pisces, is it's certain that it's going to be uncertain for a while, but also that energy is good, because somehow in the chaos of not knowing and in the chaos of not choosing, that's where the answer lies. That's where the good stuff is. Interesting energy. Some of you, of course, could be involved with the Cancerian or have Cancerian moon rising or Venus. But I feel it's more the energy of these two horses breaking out, but keeping hold of the Chariot, and you doing what only a Piscean can do, being in two different places at the same time. Underneath the Ace of Pentacles, we get the Knight of Pentacles. Very, very nice energy, tidy. So where we have this ace, where the universe is saying to you, what tree do you want to plant in this forest? What direction do you want to go in? It's slow. Nothing with roots grows that quickly. That's probably wrong. There's probably a few things that do. But in general, you know, me not being a horticulturalist or a biologist or any of the gists, nothing grows that quickly. You have to put down the roots. The roots drink up water and stuff and form a root ball, and then in the end you see something happening above ground, and it's usually quite showy and beautiful, but a lot went into it. Okay, and that's what we're having here with the Knight of Pentacles. The universe is giving you a really strong backbone here of reliability, sustainability. Okay, I'm starting to sound like some kind of politician. You don't want that, Pisces. Okay. Nice. And look what the Knight of Pentacles is riding right into. The Ten of Pentacles. The ultimate card that talks about what I call the meat and potatoes of a relationship. It talks about your security for a start. Big, big sort of pentacle represented in the middle. Everyone's come to the party and they've been good enough to bring a large pentacle with them. We've got the kids, we've got the generations going on. We've got the feeling here of being, and the family dog, you know, is that a Labrador, Golden Retriever? We've got the feeling of being somewhere well established. You are establishing new roots. Now, it's pretty spectacular for everyone, this energy that's happening with the eclipses anyway, because it's Scorpio energy and it takes everybody from the bottom up for now. But for you in particular, Pisces, you're building a future that's very solid. If we look at the Ace of Pentacles and the 10, you've got the Ace, which is number 1, and you've got the 10, which turns into the Ace. It's like an entire cycle that you've gone through. I would wager to say, Pisces, that this has been coming for the last 10 months. This situation has been coming forward for the last 10 months. There's nothing quick about this, even if it seems sudden at the moment. Oh, Seven of Swords. Okay, Pisces, very often with the Seven of Swords, we call this the thief card, and there is the idea that someone has taken something from you, and very often that is the case. Notice that the Seven of Swords, if we can move it out because we've got the box on top of it, has fallen underneath the Four of Pentacles, keep your hands on your purse. So on a very practical level, make sure your passwords are all protected, because really our purse is kind of cyber these days usually, but make sure, and sometimes, and let me know in the comment section because I'd be really interested to know, Pisceans find it really difficult dealing with things like passwords and remembering them and keeping them protected, and difficult and different and all that stuff. So on a very practical level, Pisces, have that in mind, but also with the Seven of Swords, instead of it being the thief card, Pisces, it's sometimes also the card that says, don't be too free with your actions, don't be too free with your words. It's about timing. It's about a need to know basis. And this is often a big challenge for Pisceans. It's about telling people only what they need to know at the time. It's about manoeuvring in the dark a little bit and stealing around by moonlight. It's not about being sneaky or doing anything that's nasty or difficult, but it's definitely about timing and about playing your cards really close to your chest. Whether this is to do with a close personal relationship, a job itself, your life, your family, your whoever it is, walk softly, carry a big stick, and play your cards close to your chest, because it's kind of necessary and it's not very Piscean, but it will reward you nevertheless. Okay? I like this. This is a very solid Pisces reading. Okay, let's just ditch out a little bit. Whoops. I can never quite control my camera, Pisces. King of Wands. Hello. Oh, cripes. Wow. The two energy cards here, the King of Wands and the King of Cups. The weird thing is, what I was going to say in the beginning, do you remember we were talking about Pisces having two jobs, two ideas, two thoughts, two contradicting things? Sometimes there's two people, two relationships, two offers, two situations, two people in mind. For a few of you, there are two people. So whether that's somebody you're with and somebody new, or there's just maybe you're dating and there's two different people. These are very different kings, okay? King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius normally. But I would also maybe include air signs among that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it feels like King of Wands is the person who's fun, he's exciting, he's good dancer, you know, he's got a little bit of game about him. This could be somebody you meet, or it could be somebody who's fun that you're involved with. They're confident. This is a confident person. King of Cups is somebody who is thoughtful and emotionally connected, obviously very Piscean connected, because we've got a starfish. He's actually kind of sitting on a jetty, and he's kind of almost, what do they call that? Doing the lotus position on water. I mean, you couldn't get more Piscean if you tried, could you really? So for some of you, this is two people that come up. For others of you, the King of Wands and the King of Cups are the same person, but they show up in different ways. So somebody who can show up as quite bombastic and quite playful and quite sexy, but also quite connected, quite moody, because the King of Cups can be moody and a bit sulky and a bit introspective. We've got extrovert, we've got introvert. Let's have one card to connect them in the middle. I think just for some of you as well, you may be involved with this King of Cups type character. Someone who is a little, do you remember we had the Five of Swords here? Someone who is a little, regardless of star sign, that they're a little head scratchy. They're difficult to understand. They're difficult to pin down. I think we call it a difficult dog to keep on the porch. Yeah. So weird. I sort of knew we were going to get this card. Who's in the middle? You are. What do we get, Pisces, but the moon? That's you, that is. I think this is one of the most gorgeous cards. I love this. As a Pisces, you can't not love it. It's one of the most Piscean pictures I think I've ever seen. The colour is perfect for Pisces. If you were to ask me, Pisces, what's your favourite colour? Of course, no Pisces can ever answer that with one colour, because they always feel like it's like a faded version of this colour, or a half like the, for me it's this greeny blue, where it's neither green nor blue and you can't quite identify it. That's my favourite colour. An ever-changing greeny blue. Pisces, you are the mystery too. You're the mystery. So this King of Wands, this King of Cups, whoever you're thinking about here in terms of relationships, they see you as very mysterious, and they're right. You're very psychic, you're mysterious, you're Piscean, you're difficult to pin down too, and you're difficult to know. And at the moment, you may seem a little alien to them. You definitely seem mysterious. Pisces, this is going to get deep. You're getting into the depths of something. But I really like the look of it. There's a lot of complication here with the Chariot. Let's just zoom out a little bit. There's complication here with this Chariot. There's death and rebirth here with the Scorpio energy. There's reconnection and connection over here. There's letting go of something and keeping hold of it all at the same time, which is completely Piscean and very mysterious and bewildering for everybody concerned, except for the King of Cups, who would fully understand that, if I'm honest with you. And then underneath this, which is a very Piscean thing as well, is this root, is this desire to be secure in something and for the universe to provide it with the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. But Pisces, you can never be pinned down in that way. Here you are in the middle, but in plain sight, but a complete mystery. Wowzers. November's going to be quite a month for you, Pisces. Okay, I'm going to do your extended reading. I'm going to look at your love reading in the extended reading. I'm going to look at King of Wands, King of Cups. What's going on at the moment? Where's the mystery? What do we need to know? How do they feel? What are the answers? That's what we're going to look at. Nothing much, Pisces, just a whole lot of channeling. The link will be below in the description box. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.